often, too many byways can be busy blurs for those of us who love to travel across Oregon, unless you slow down and get out of the race and set your own pace for adventure. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And this week we use a cross-cascade link, a highway called number 58 that lets us slow down and savor a place often overlooked by travelers for riverside camping and mountain bike adventure as we explore the upper Willamette River watershed. If you want elbow room on your next mountain bike adventure, spend some time along Salmon Creek, perhaps on a path with Ben Beamer and Randy Dreiling.
The mountain bike capital of the Northwest, that's the brand we use. Yeah.
They are mountain bike advocates who cannot get enough of 500 miles of Cascade Mountain trails near Oakridge, Oregon.
People come and experience it, and they go tell all their friends, and they'll be back next week.
Dreiling owns Oregon Adventures, a touring and shuttle company centered in Oakridge. He says the area's mountain bike trails offer something for everyone.
You test your skills, you test yourself, depending on where you are in your mountain biking. You're testing yourself to see how long you go out and ride, and if you're trying to improve, you test your skill set to see if you can get better at rocks and roots and stuff like that.
Beamer adds that the Oakridge area has become famous for cross-country rides that last all day, and you never see the same terrain twice.
We're also known for just having really flowy trails. They tend to be in good shape all summer long. They don't turn to dust. We've got good moisture in our soils. You can go ride 40 miles on a continuous ribbon of trail here, and you just can't do that everywhere.
You'll also find a surprising amount of elbow room to stretch out and play at Black Canyon Campground, a splendid Forest Service campground that offers 80 sites for tent or trailer. Here, the Willamette River owns a swift, free-flowing character that's quite different from the broad-beam, slow-moving waterway that most downriver residents know so well. Black Canyon is rarely full, making it a dependable place for a short midweek or even a longer stopover. From this convenient base camp, explore a family-friendly feature that's often overlooked by travelers. The Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife's Willamette Salmon Hatchery is in the big business of raising fish, 5 million spring salmon each year. In fall, the silvery fish are in the spawning phase of their lives, and they've changed from silver-sided to chocolate brown.
They're starting to getting into that spawning mode, and the only thing on their mind is just reproducing. And once they get up here and we get closer to that spawning time, or now when we are in that spawning time, if you notice that they're starting to chase each other around, they're here just to reproduce, and then they're going to die, and their carcasses are going to decay and put more nutrients back into the river system.
You're free to roam the 5-acre hatchery grounds 7 days a week, and perhaps gaze into the raceways to see baby fish that will be released next spring, or stroll past a bird exhibit with pheasant, turkey, or grouse, and then step inside the real treasure in this neck of the woods. The hatchery's unique museum teaches you much about salmon and other wildlife. Huge plate glass windows separate you from a diorama featuring nearly every small and large forest animal mounted for the display that can be found in the Cascade region.
Better understanding of Oregon and the role that ODF&W plays, from fish hatcheries to non-hunted species to wildlife viewing opportunities. We're hoping just to try to educate it in one area a lot of what ODF&W represents.
The centerpiece is a 2,000-gallon aquarium that contains nearly every fish species you can find in Oregon. Even more remarkable, the museum was created by staff with donated materials and volunteer efforts.
Donated materials from different either local businesses. The taxidermy was done by one of the employees. The painting in there was done by one of the employees. We had electrical work done. All the paint was donated by the local paint store. So it was just a collaboration of the community, the Forest Service, ODF&W. So it doesn't cost the department anything to operate this building at all.
Back out on the Salmon Creek Trail, Dreiling and Beamer agree the region has so much to offer, whether afoot or rolling along so many miles of trails.
You could spend a month here and not hit every trail. But when you have 62 trails in this area, it's pretty special.
In fact, Oakridge is so special a place, they now have 2 major mountain bike events each summer called simply Mountain Bike Oregon. Dreiling and Beamer tell me that mountain bikers, hundreds of them, come from all over the United States and are discovering that Oakridge area of the Cascades. Something you might want to check out, so we've got all the information for those events on the Travel Oregon website. We've also got contact information so you can learn more about Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife's Willamette Salmon Hatchery. So until next week, get out here and explore a corner of Oregon you may have missed, perhaps on 2 wheels on a mountain bike trail in the Cascade Mountains. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.